There are only two parties. Two. You just have to figure out which side of the, or which line of the sand you're on. Howdy folks, Dave Man here, Roman Revolution. There are only two parties in America right now. So if you're one of those people who still connect yourself with the Democrat Party or call yourself a Republican, I'm here to tell you that they don't exist anymore. They may exist on paper, they may have a, an RNC and a DNC, a committee, and a whole bunch of people that claim to be doing things for the American people. But those parties died the moment they stopped serving the people they claim to serve. No, you have two parties. You have MAGA, which is Make America Great Again, America First, basically principles. And then you have everybody else. And that's the people that are trying to destroy MAGA, basically trying to tell you that you're the problem, that you're the extremist, that you're the one that doesn't understand, that if you vote a specific way or you think a certain way, or if you want to tell people that you're not allowed to have, cross-dressers or drag shows in a children's classroom, that you're the radical, that you're the creep, that you're the cretin, because you're not inclusive. Do you see how the game is played? Do you see how they play it against you? They try to make you and me the enemy, when really we're the ones in the rational world. We're the ones actually talking reality. They're the ones playing the game where you and I have to try to figure it all out. No. I think what people really need to start to think about is that we are living in a world with two parties, in America I should say, and it is MAGA, which is the 75% of the wage earning, doesn't matter what collar, blue collar, brown collar, black collar, whatever collar you have, white collar, doesn't matter. If you are going out and you're making a wage every single day, putting food on the table for your family, then you are part of the same camp that I am. Yeah, we may have a different size car, a different size house, a different size bank account. But at the end of the day, we're all trying to reach the same goal, and that is to take care of our families, try to give a good future for children if we have them, and basically just try to get through our life without bothering anybody along the way. We're just trying to live out what we want to try to do, right? That's all we're trying to do here. But yet they're telling us, no, you can't do that. We're going to do it for you. We have all these agencies, all of these groups, all of these people within government that's going to plan your life for you. We're just going to take all the money that you make, and then we're going to redistribute it how we see fit to try to make you the utopian world that we see. Doesn't sound too fun, does it? But that's the reality that we're living in right now. You have government officials, you've got people right now in Congress that think that they can spend your money. They can do whatever they want to do. They can spend all of your tax treasure on whatever they want to without getting control over their spending. See, we don't have a tax problem, or what they call, what's the word, a revenue problem. We don't have a revenue problem. The United States takes in enough cash every single damn year to pay its bills. So they're lying to you, okay? This whole thing has been a lie. And the thing that pisses me off more than anything is that the media is complicit in all of this. They know rightfully well what they're doing, and they're doing it on purpose. Why? Because if they make you the bad guy, or if they can get enough people to fight against one another, then what ends up happening is nobody wins the argument. Guess who wins the argument? The people in DC do. And that's who they're working for. This whole thing is stacked against us. And the reason why is they figure that if once they break Americans, once they break this country, there's nothing else. And they know it. So you have an opportunity right now. The American people have an opportunity right now. Get on the phone and start calling people. Start getting nasty, start getting angry, color within the lines, but you got to tell them what you feel. And then you need to start waking the people up next to you. It's the 1/3 of this country. I've always said 80% of the work is done by 20% of the people. Maybe in this country, 33%, okay? But this 1/3 of active people in this world really need to start waking up the people around them, because if we do, that other 1/3 is going to push us over. And then everybody, it's going to start cascading down. You're already seeing Democrats turn on one another. You're already seeing people in the Republican House right now not 100% on this thing. And there's a reason why. Because I said before, there is a very, very difficult time you will have when you have a bunch of liars, thieves, cretins, and criminals amongst you. It's very hard to trust people like that, isn't it? I've always said this before, a team is not a group of people who work together. A team is a group of people who trust each other. Simon Sinek said that, and I will never forget it. It's so true, right? We know rightfully well that a team is only as good as the people in it. And Donald Trump was lied to through his entire administration, and they try to basically destroy him while he was entirely in there. While Biden, he just sits back and does exactly what he's told to do, and look what happens. No investigation, they're not looking into his financials, not looking into his son's financials. And we have hard evidence to show that these people are long-time criminals. The deck is stacked against us, folks. And if you don't see it, and if you're not willing to at least, say, look, something doesn't make sense. I don't know what to do, something doesn't make sense. Just talk about it. That's all you got to do. Share the message. Say, look, something doesn't make sense. There's some people out there that are talking about some stuff. Maybe you should listen to it. They're really, onto something here. The problem with it is they've gotten you to believe that anybody who's MAGA is an extremist, is a ridiculous person. We're not ridiculous. We're regular, everyday people going to work 9 to 5, just trying to make a fucking living for our families. That's it. It's ridiculous. We're just living in a clown show world, in a clown world. It's nuts. Anyway, it is now raining out. I must go in, I guess. But my point, we got to do the right thing, folks. We can't be pussyfooting around in D.C. anymore. The American people put conservative Republicans in power for a reason, and it's time for you to do the goddamn right thing. That means be fiscally responsible and try not to end this country. There's only 2 parties left in the world, or left in the United States. It's called MAGA and everyone else. Figure out what side of the fence you're on, and then start battling, because you know what? They're trying to take your country. They're trying to take it away. And they're doing a very good job at it. Talk to you soon, guys. Take care.